Okay, so here goes. Alright, now there's a big controversy about either buying the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. And me personally, I'm buying the PlayStation 4. I already pre-ordered it, got a couple of games pre-ordered, another controller. Xbox One is more for TV entertainment. Like, yeah, they got more exclusives now than before. Because, PlayStation we used to have, for the Final Fantasy. Now Xbox got that, it's multi-platform. So is Metal Gear Solid 5. And, so like Xbox, just for entertainment, you can stream, HD, cable and all that. Go back and forth, on Skype and all that. To me personally, Xbox, like Microsoft, they don't do good with that, like, especially with the user interface. Because, like, you look at it, it's still the same as the Xbox 360. It's just probably a little updated. Because they updated the user interface like 3 times since the Xbox 360 came out. Like, no, actually 4 times. Because you had the first one with the slides, you had the second one. It had slides with a little upgraded one. They had the fourth one, the third one, with, more slides, but like, like less slides, but it was just different sections. And the same thing with the fourth one. With PlayStation, they never really did that, with the user interface. They never changed or anything. You got more themes and all that for free and all that. You got PlayStation Plus, early access to betas and all that. And also, like, they updated their interface now. Like, if you look on YouTube, you check out the PlayStation 4 interface. I'll put that link below probably. And, well, like, the only thing is, PlayStation 4 is probably going to be more for me, the 6-axis, I think that's pretty sick. The touchpad, and all that. Maybe they're going a little, too far ahead, like they did with the PlayStation 3. The touch, to turn on, eject. I think that's where they spent a lot of money, and also on the Blu-ray. Blu-ray was barely coming out, and it started getting big into, like, 2008. So I think that was, like, why it costed a lot. But, PlayStation 3 was a downhill, because, it fried the systems at first and all that. That's when they came out the Slim and all that, which was better. And the same thing happened with the Xbox 360. The first one, it wasn't so good, but the Slim came out, it was way better. But Xbox One, the Kinect, I don't think it's like we're there yet for non-controlling gaming, just motion with your hands. I don't think we're there yet in that technology. Yeah, we might be there for PlayStation, but, they're taking it slower. Like, Sony has that technology. They're a Japanese company. They have that technology to go without, controlling gaming. But, they're just not going that far. And to me, I think they might be going far with that touchpad on the controller. That's me personally, but I don't know how anybody else thinks. I don't know how good that'll be. And but with the Xbox controller, like speaking of the controllers, the controllers they made better. The DualShock 4 is way better. The triggers they look way better than the DualShock 3. DualShock 3 was just a spring, pretty much. That was just a spring-loaded, trigger, and the top buttons were for first-person shooters. The Xbox was more preferred for first-person shooters because of the triggers, and now, like, what Microsoft did was, put rumble technology into the triggers, so, they got little rotors in the triggers, makes you feel like, you're actually firing a real gun, or you feel like the sensitivity on the cars like Forza Motorsport 5, that's probably better for them, but I think that Microsoft should just like stay with. I think both Microsoft and Sony should like stay with multi-platform games. Yeah, they should have their indie games and all that. Their exclusives, but Microsoft's just taking stuff from Sony because Sony was a big time in Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid. I'm surprised they never took Killzone. Killzone's a badass game. And The Last of Us just came out. My Naughty Dog. Uncharted series that was good. The God of War series. That's where the graphical performance went out on the PlayStation 3. But then, the PlayStation 4 is coming out. I don't know about the model on it, I don't think it's like all there, but I do think it's better than Xbox One. Xbox One is like way big, The Kinect, it looks a little fatter than the first one, but not just like more like wider. But, they keep showing pictures of the new Kinect 2.0, like the cameras on one side or the cameras on the other side. They should just make up their goddamn mind. And also, the reason why I'm not going to Xbox One is because, like, before Microsoft changed the plans on the DRM, if anybody doesn't know what that means digital rights management, means that like the licensor of the game can do like they can do whatever they want with the game. It's not fully your possession of the game when you bought it. That's what they're gonna have first, and you know you had check in every 24 hours on Xbox Live. You had to be connected to the internet all the time. You don't play offline. You know, Microsoft changed that, but before they changed that, they said, you know, if you didn't like it, just stick with Xbox 360. Pretty much just say, you know, if you don't fucking like it, then just go back to Xbox 360. You don't need the Xbox One. That's where a lot of people got mad, you know, when they made the changes. I think they made the changes because they saw what Sony was doing. A lot of people were excited that Sony was not going to have a DRM, you know. Well, they still kind of are because the licensor of the game has a choice to do the licensing and all that on there. But I think that's a better idea than having it. But Microsoft changed it because, you know, their prices, like their pre-orders, they weren't high. The PlayStation 4s, they're high right now, and they're still higher than Xbox One. I personally pre-ordered the PlayStation 4 because, you know, it's going to be a better fit for me. I've always liked PlayStation ever since I got one. And for me, like, Xbox One is more for, like, family type, you know. You can have TV, you have Skype, you know, you can probably, like, video call, you know, family members and all that. It's more for the living room. To me, I think in my own room, you know, that's where, you know, I make stuff happen. But, you know, I ain't got the greatest phone, you know, and that's where I'm video recording this off of is my phone. You know, Cricket, not the greatest service. But, and, you know, I'm still, you know, and also another good thing is that, like, both systems have the HDMI ports, and they don't have analog. I don't think the Xbox One does. I know the PlayStation 4 does it, and so that's good because, you know, everything relies on HD TVs. If you don't have one, then you just stick with a PlayStation 3, you know. I'm asking you to. I'm not saying, oh yeah, well, yeah, go ahead if you don't have a fucking LCD screen, you know, or HD TV, stick with your piece of shit PlayStation, you know, just forget, don't even go upgrade because you're giving me too far. I'm not going to say that. It'll probably be better for you to be stick with PlayStation 3, you know, if you're going to get a TV, you know, then that'd be good, but you know, you can still get the PlayStation 4, and if you're still waiting for your TV, that's good, you know, you can just wait for the action, you can just get more intense, probably play it at a friend's house, maybe, and, so you like, and, yeah, that's why I don't like Microsoft, because I think they want to make people more lazy, like, the Kinect 2.0, you know, that's all voice integrated, voice recognition, you know, face recognition, I think all that voice stuff, you know, it's, to me, Microsoft wants to make people more lazy. Yeah, they have the Kinect to make people more active, doing more active things in their house, but, you know, that's for living room purposes. PlayStation Eye, you don't really have to have in the living room, you know, because the motion control is on the DualShock 4 controller, you know, it's got the light sensor bar, and with that, you know, you can just move it around on, like, the keyboard, you know, just, like, move it, you know, get to the different letters, which I saw on the video, you know, and what I saw in another video is, like, you do like an animation into real world, like like robots, like they have like little robots that go onto the floor. If you have your PlayStation cam like a little lower than the height of your TV, which is actually pretty cool. You know, what I saw was pretty cool. You can interact with them. You know, it's not just like they're there and they don't know what the hell's going on. Like you step on them, they actually move away if you do step on them. That's what I think is cool about Sony's technology. Yeah, technology is better in Japan, you know. But, you know, people like more stuff American made, you know, that's Microsoft for you. But I like PlayStation because of what it could do. Yeah, I may not be able to, like, play music or you're playing games, you know. At PlayStation 3, you know, Sony messed up, you know, it couldn't do more than one thing. Said it only does everything, you know, it really didn't, you know. But that's why Xbox was so successful, is, you know, it had better graphics. I don't know about better exclusives. I think PlayStation 3 had better exclusives, and the controller, you know, was better on the Xbox. It really fit my hand. Like the PS3 controller, like, it still fit my hand. You know, I ain't the biggest hands in the world. I say they're like medium to kind of large. You know, I'm not even fully grown. I'm like 15. You know, this is just me speaking on my point of view. And like the controller was actually good on the Xbox 360. You know. Like, it actually fit your hand, but the other thing is, like, your middle finger, then, you know, they would get, like, numb, like, because the battery pack was there. You know, they just barely came out, like, since the Xbox One came out, they just barely came out with the controller, and that is rechargeable, that the battery's inside, you know. They just barely came out with that. I think that was stupid, you know, after the Xbox One is revealed, and, you know, they came out with another SKU Xbox. If you know what SKU is, you know, it's just a different prototype of the system. Like like what they did at first, you know, you had the original SKU Xbox, it just had the slides, and then you had the better user interface on the other one with the 20 gig. But I'm not gonna get on to that. But to be honest, you know, like some of that money that's from the Xbox One goes to Sony, you know, because Sony came up with Blu-ray, and Xbox One has a Blu-ray DVD drive, so you know we got Blu-ray and DVD. But like, to be honest, you're not gonna notice the graphical difference on both the systems, you know, because they're both practically the same. They both got 8 cores of, you know, the CPU. But the only thing that separates them is the Xbox One has DDR3 of RAM, and the PlayStation 4 has GDDR5, which, you know, it's faster, you know, in terms, you know. But I think like it's just, it might overload a little, I don't know. But that's just better for like saving your data. It's just faster saving data. The DDR3 is half the speed of the GDDR5, but like they both, you know, got they both got Wi-Fi and all that. They both got USB 3.0, but you know the PlayStation 4 has Bluetooth. That's what connects with the controllers and the systems. But you know, and the Xbox One, you know, has a high, you know, like wireless setting thing. I don't know what it's called, 'cause I'm not really into Xbox. And yeah, that's pretty much. But like, I don't know what you guys think. Just like leave comments below. But I might post that link, you know, for that one part. I don't know what I was talking about. You know, I'm not the greatest memorizer, but you know, just tell me what you think. Tell me what system you prefer. Please don't say any bad stuff. You know, I'm only 15 now, damn it. But just tell me what system you're gonna get. You know, don't say any bad words. You know, I don't only do that. I'm not that like excited about games. You know, but I am a gamer freak. I could say, you know, I just like the systems, like the technology of the system. But yeah, just leave your comments below and tell me what you think. Okay. See ya.